StreamYard. Okay, it says we're live, so I guess I'll wait
Yeah.
and see if I get the notification, because you know how that shit go. You'll be
Mm-hmm.
I've been live
I just
before
got
and
it.
you did?
Yeah, I just got it. Yeah. Let me mute my phone.
Let me
Yeah,
see.
just got it. Mm-hmm.
I ain't got nothing. They ain't even trying to talk to me. Somebody, come on, thing.
Let me take a look.
You figure the first person would get a notification would be me. You think? I mean, there I go thinking again, right? Get a notification would be me.
Yeah, I can hear it.
I can hear me feeding back through your deal.
Okay, let me turn this off.
I can hear me feeding back through your deal.
Okay. All right. You shouldn't be able to hear me now.
Okay, let me see.
One
Live.
watching, of course, that's me.
Okay, but I look in my content section, there it is. So let me
Mm-hmm.
okay, can okay, it's telling me I'm live and it ain't letting me click on it.
What?
Yeah. It's
Oh.
showing that I'm live.
Yeah, you
But
are live. I mean, because I picked it up on off of my phone. I just turned it just went on my phone and checked it. So there's Hunter Ellis. Yeah. Huh? We're still trying to figure it out.
video link, let me try that. There it go. Okay, now I had to click the actual link in it to get, all right, and I muted it so it don't feed back.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Carrie.
Hey, Nick.
You okay? Having fun?
I woke up with a sore throat. I feel like I'm trying to fight off a cold. But yeah, I'm good. I'm all right.
Oh, LA Thorn. I don't StreamYard don't activate the call in unless you pay for the premium programs. So I ain't giving them no more money. I remember I had when we were streaming what a couple of times a week, Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I had the premium, the pay for one, and but then when I stopped streaming, I just let it go because I'm like, why am I giving them that money?
I
But
know, right?
if I get back to doing it on a regular, then yeah, I'll do it. I'm quite sure I'm gonna wind up changing the title to this um as we go along, like I normally do anyway. I mean, I know how you do it. Gee, I'm shocked, right? But but I want to get you in early before anything happens on this all those videos. Oh, and the videos that I had that were
hmm
from Chicago residents that were
Yeah,
recording from Chicago where that big apartment complex was raided.
yeah,
And dude was saying, dude, I live here. And he said, I live not even I not live not even a block away from here. And he walked up on another guy and hey, what's up, man? He said, yeah. He said, yeah, I live over on. He said, yeah, I see you. Da 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 da. That building, and you know what all the news complained about, the helicopter coming in and blah 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 blah. That building, that apartment building was supposed to be vacant.
what?
Let me get the allow me to get the piece for you. Let me see. Uh uh Chicago Chicago let's see if it's gonna pop up in here. Apartment complex rated by ICE was supposed to be vacant. Da, 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 da. Come on, thing. You know that you got to play the word game with your search engine. You know that, right?
Yes.
Come
Mm-hmm.
on. Because I had it going, uh, and then when I reboot it to get the thing going again, it's gone.
Jeez.
Oh boy. Anyway, let's tenants rate the South Shore building must move out by December 12th. The owner of the building, apartment building at 7500 South Shore Drive, the site of the dramatic immigration raid in September, has told WBEZ News that the building was not supposed to have any habitants.
Wow.
They were planning on opening the building mid-year 2026 after a Cook County judge clears them to have the building inspected and available for operation and rent. Yeah. Yeah. How about that?
Mm, mm, mm.
So why do all the talking heads CBA? You know, it's a rhetorical question. Wait a minute, hold on. I mean, Carrie, since you ask for this all the time, I'm gonna give it to you.
Carrie, I got a question. Why?
Sheriff, you don't sound right. You don't sound like yourself, Sheriff.
Oh, sorry about that.
Okay, thank you.
The rain and the plane lies mainly in Spain. Carrie, I got a question.
Okay, Sheriff, let's hear it.
Why does CBS, ABC, NBC, and MSNBC have access to that building was supposed to be vacant and they ain't telling the press and the people of the city of Chicago? Why ain't they telling them that?
I don't know, Sheriff, but I'm sure you have the answer.
They full of shit. That's why. Cause Orange Man bad. What's up, Cannon? Hey, because Orange Man, Mr. Carter. Let me see. Oh, let's roll that. Let me see. Well, I know my boy L.A. Thorne in here, Hunter Ellis, and Hunter, leave Yannet Garcia alone, okay? Yannet Garcia. He know what I'm talking about. Mr. Carter, Mr. Banks, and and Cannon. Catch the replay double XP tonight on Fallout. Hey, do what you do, brother man. He gonna put them eyeballs. Yannet Garcia. She's a weather lady, Carrie, in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
It's a long story.
Oh, okay.
But now ANC worker. Now how come the dude, and guess what? They took the dude that had his TikTok video that I had,
Mm-hmm.
it's gone. It's gone.
So they scrubbed it.
Yeah. Well, because when you pull stuff down, it says removed by uploader.
Yeah.
It doesn't say removed by uploader. It just says that it's unavailable.
Oh, so they blocked his account too.
Yeah, they done blocked it
Mm-hmm.
because he had
Mm-hmm.
video. He just got out of his car, but he didn't leave his car. Like you
Okay.
stand up and pan
Yeah.
around, and
Mm-hmm.
that's all he did. And then he is talking to some other dude that was talking across the thing. Why did they leave out that they out of that raid the building? Because how you gonna get in? All right, you get in, you a bad person, and I knock on your door and say, open up the door, what are you going to say? No, ain't nobody in here but us roaches. So, and then I got to get this out because then I'm going to let you, I need to let you rock because you got all the information and from the ground level.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't supposed to be, how big do your balls have to be to know that you're not supposed to be in a place? ICE raids the place, and you're complaining that they kicked down a door that goes to an apartment that you're not supposed to fucking be in.
Woo.
You're not even supposed to be there. Then you got a conclave of Negroes standing there talking with the local news outlet about how wrong it is, and it's and this and this and this and this and this. I guess the media told them before they went live, don't worry about it. We ain't gonna tell them that y'all ain't supposed to be there. How?
I know the word entitlement gets thrown
And
around a lot lately, but
yes,
that is textbook entitlement.
and they gonna stand there and they
Mm-hmm.
beating their gums.
Mm-hmm.
And then the owner of the building. Now, who you think no more? MSNBC or the dude that owns the freaking building? I mean, like, look, you ain't supposed. Let me find my history. Let me click on history.
Mm-hmm.
Criminal, and then they gonna leave out the part that that the owner said ain't nobody supposed to be.
Of course,
Ain't
they're gonna
nobody.
leave that out.
And then the tenant, so he told them that they need to be out by Friday. Well, where we supposed to go? Wherever you was at before you came in here.
So what's up with this? I find it interesting that they say that housing is a right.
It,
You
that's
see those
that's
protests?
that's
Housing is a
socialist
right if
talking
you're paying
points.
for it. If
That's
you're paying for it.
socialist talking points. I ain't paying them.
Housing is a right. No.
No, it's not. It's not. What is wrong with you people? For lack of better words, 800 arrests amid Chicago immigration blitz of helicopters and midnight raid. 37 of the people that was arrested, 300 officers stormed the Southside apartment building. The Department of Homeland Security officially said harbor
Mm-hmm.
criminals. Agency report aimed at capturing members of Trendia Aragua. We know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
Stormed the multi-storm building, detaining several American citizens, including children, for hours, and netting a total of 37 arrests of criminal migrants.
Mm.
37. Now, this is USA Today, but they had to put it ain't near the top. It's near the bottom. And I'm trying not to get, I don't want, because how they get, you remember how they would flag us when we used to stream and we used to
Yes.
put their stuff on the screen? So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I'm just reading it. Our continued targeted enforcement in Chicago shows criminals have nowhere to hide. Michael Banks, chief of U.S. Border Patrol, said in the X post, not at the border, not in our cities. Okay. So anyway, so you got that going, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that squatting on a grand level? I mean, because we know what
Mm.
squatters are, the people that go in folks'
Yes.
houses, and you gotta get a judge to remove somebody that broke into your house and saying that they lived there.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, so how does that work?
Well, they're gone, right?
Yeah, they're gone. Yeah, Ice
Okay.
Ice Baby They got them out, and of course, they got pictures of all their junk and piles of clothes and shit just thrown in a pile in the middle of the floor. Now, I really doubt, I could be wrong, that
Mhm.
ICE just went in. Let me see something here. I'm a risk because I need, okay, zoom. Okay, share screen. Let's see. Share screen. Okay, window. There it is. And share. You see that, Carrie?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now, do you
Mm.
think that ICE went in to see who was in the apartment building, and after they got the people out, they just threw everything in a pile in the middle of the floor? Who would?
No, it was probably already a mess.
Hey,
It was
cynical.
probably all.
Yeah.
It was probably already a mess, and it just
Says,
got messier. With the raid.
mm. You- so
But that is squatting. I mean, what they're doing is squatting.
yeah, so they
Definitely.
squatted, and all of and the media just left all of them with the exception of USA Today. Let's give them
Mm-hmm.
we give them they flowers. They're the only ones that didn't say, you know what I'm saying? That told that told the truth.
Yeah.
And
Mm.
as the building owner, I can imagine them not wanting to say too much. I'm surprised he said that little bit that he told them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because you know how backlash work in blue cities.
Mm-hmm.
And in a political powerhouse city, even though there's an idiot at the wheel, but you know what I mean. What's up, brother Rastas? Uh, this is what we're up against. Even though Orange Man is bad on certain stuff, hey Kelly, Kelly been starting Carrie. Kelly is up in Wisconsin cutting up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know how to reel her in. I don't. But I got a funny feel it would probably be a moot point anyway. But she posed, and I'll be reading like, Kelly, they coming after you for posting that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They coming. She just keep she no, yes, they're coming after you. But don't let the smile fool you. She get down. This is what you're up against. It's just like being in a battle on a battlefield, and you're getting attacked from the front and the back.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that's attacking you from the back look like you.
Yeah.
Now the people
True.
that's attacking you from the front, you can tell they look nothing like you. Their uniforms are different, everything. So that's the
Mm-hmm.
enemy. But the ones
Yeah.
that's attacking us from the back, they look just like us.
Mm.
If that makes any sense.
It does. It makes perfect sense.
So when I say Orange Man, perfect, hell no. But here's the thing. Old football terminology. The center of if you're the running back, the center and the right tackle, whether you like them personally or not, they're your best friend, because you're not going to get to run the ball without those two.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? So why are you punching and kicking and yelling, hey, Martina, and calling them names when those are the two blockers? The quarterback need a clean hike from the center, because if he bumble it, it throws the timing off. And as the running back, you're probably going to fumble the ball. Okay? So the center has to get the ball out clean to the quarterback, and the right guard, if you go an A gap run, which is normal, B gap run, left guard, let's just say
Mm-hmm.
both guards. Those are your best friends. You're not going to make it without them. So why are you giving them, you know what I'm saying, a hard time? And that's the way I see it with this shit here.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are giving shit to the people that y'all need to survive. That's crazy.
Mental dilapidation.
Look, the orange man is getting the ball out and he giving us the play. All right,
Mm-hmm.
Nick, we're running a 22 dive on set 2 and but I'm not a running back, Nick. You're the running back. We're running down the shit. You know, that's not my position. You gonna run the rock or not? Why am I gonna attack him? And then you hear the people complaining about no housing, right? We ain't
Mm-hmm.
got no place to stay. Y'all giving it all to the illegals, which he did. Brandon did. He did.
Mm-hmm.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no denying. In New York, y'all putting illegals all up in these high-rise apartments, which they did. They did.
Mm-hmm.
They did. So y'all voted for the people because look, Brandon got that job because he got voted in. Eric Adams got that job because he got voted in. Michelle Wu in Boston got that job because she got voted in. I don't know the name. I can't remember the name of the Denver mayor that done the same thing. Remember they done that first Trinidad Aragua bust in that place? Remember all the
Yes.
videos that
Uh-huh.
came of Trinidad Aragua with long guns, rifles,
Yes. And
kicking
Colorado
in.
Springs too.
Yeah, kicking in
Mm-hmm.
people's stuff. You figured that the people would say somebody need to do so. What the fuck is this? No. Well, y'all, ICE, we don't want you coming. I mean, yeah, they kicked in my grandmom's door and drug
And was
her out.
taking their rent money. Taking
Yes,
their money.
yes. I remember the chick
And
that
then
had
y'all
her
mad?
kids. Yes, said that
Yes.
they were extorting
Mm-hmm.
her for her rent money. Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And y'all complaining. I don't understand that either. So that's why I just chalk it up to the mental dilapidation. That's all it is.
Look, it's white people. I'm throwing it down. White
Okay.
liberals, white people, mainly white
Mm-hmm.
female liberals, who you see at the front lines holding signs, doing all the yelling.
Oh yeah. True.
White
Them.
females.
Mm-hmm.
Liberals, I'm quite sure ain't no conservatives out there. Probably ain't no independents either. So, and so you got that, but then they don't live in the places where they carrying the signs and shit, yelling and shit. They don't
Yeah, they
live there.
don't. Mm-mm. Nowhere near there.
We need to find a way to act like we supporting y'all by keeping them over here. So they don't come over. Hey, remember when when my governor dumped them illegals off at Martha's Vineyards?
Yes.
That bus load in less than 24 hours, they had their asses moved out
Yeah, they did. Yeah. They got him out of there real quick.
with a quickness.
Yes. Same
And,
was when he dropped him off in front of Kamala's house too.
oh yeah, oh man, Cam
That was
wasn't having none
hilarious.
of, she had all her Indian friends and family in there. She ain't having none of that shit.
Mm.
So, but I'm like, how is it? And then behind the white liberal female is the white liberal male, because he's a flunky. And behind the white
Mm-hmm.
liberal male is the black liberal female.
Mm-hmm.
She's next. And
Yeah.
and Tyrone and Dontarian, some of them starting to go, I think you fighting for the wrong cause. But they
Yes.
got dear mama syndrome in them and they can't turn it off. Some of them can't turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
Because you a lame, you square, you done sold out. And what's first? And then the first thing, you got a small dick. That's the first thing they want to. How do you know? So because I don't want to do what you tell me to do, I got little dick energy, as they call
Well,
it.
yeah, they say that either that or they're gay.
Oh yeah, or I'm gay. Yeah,
Yes, or they're gay.
you don't
So
even
what
know
I've
me.
what I've yeah,
That's
what I've noticed now is that some of them have lined themselves up with the gay black men to say that the black men, are DL. that the ones who go against the liberal agenda, for lack of better words. That's the new thing now that I'm noticing, is that they're on the down low.
When are they? Wait till they find out that they're helping their replacements.
I don't know why they can't see it, because it's all this has been happening for a while. They didn't see it coming. Okay, fine, but it's like right here in your face now, and they're refusing to see it. They're refusing to acknowledge it.
Big Lou, what's up, brother?
Hmm.
I guess Big Lou is Baller X 3.0 since Baller X is gone because they were always competing.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Ball X.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I sent them a message like, "Hey, bro, I don't want nothing. Just
Hmm.
are
Hey,
you
just checking in.
okay? Yeah, just
Yeah.
say, hey, I'm good. I'm just on
Hmm.
some other shit. You know,
Yeah. Well,
I
maybe
didn't
he's
get.
just, taking a break, because I think taking a social media break is essential.
He was killing it though.
Yeah, he was.
He
He
was
was.
killing it. Oh my goodness!
Hmm.
And then
Yeah,
and
the
then
free zone done
shh,
took his place. He stepped
we
up.
we got a little subgroup carry behind away from everything. And
Hmm.
it's in Gmail. And I ain't gonna name everybody in there, but I'm in there and Lou is in there. It's a whole bunch of other people. Y'all would know every name that I mentioned, and we keep
Hmm.
it back there. I guess, and somebody had told him, like I think they said, Lou, you gonna have to get kick it up a notch. The only thing you heard coming out of nowhere was "Boo, boo." and Lou just started cracking it. That was hilarious. But
Hmm.
man, okay, Carrie,
Hmm.
explain to us and
Hmm.
and talk to us like we're seventh graders. You know, poke is poke the holes if there are any holes to be poked, and all these videos about the orange man having his that chick say that all this stuff unprofessional, these aren't professional things anymore on nursing and
Hmm.
drawing blood and all this other stuff. I'll let you go ahead because
Okay.
you're a
So
nurse.
the scope has not changed. We still do the same thing. We
Mm-hmm.
still earn the same kind of money. That hasn't changed. The classification has changed because these schools have been getting away with highway robbery for with their tuition costs.
What do you mean?
And so that's what they charge so much money, like way, way more than what needs to be, than what they need to charge. Like, and they've been going up and up and up. Tuition is going up. So because tuition keeps going up, people are not going back to school. Like, I didn't finish my nursing degree because well, what happened. I
Yes.
told you with, my
Yeah.
the deaths that I had in my family. So
Yes.
because I
Yes.
was I was actually in school. I was getting a double major at the time. And so when I finally got around to feel like, okay, I can do this again, I mean, the tuition was just so much that I said, well, you know what, forget this. I can't afford this. This is crazy. Because, when you are pursuing, your it's very it's a lot of pressure. It's difficult, getting a nursing degree. It's not easy. So I can't work all the time. So, I need to like cut back on my schedule. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Because I gotta have time to study, do my homework, go to in my practicum hours in. So
Sleep. You got to go to
sleep,
sleep
yes, gotta
sooner or
work some
later.
sleep in too. So because it costs so much money, nobody's enrolling. Now, let me just preface this. There is and there isn't a nursing shortage. There technically isn't a shortage of nurses, but there is a shortage of nurses working bedside, a massive shortage of nurses.
All
So,
right, break it down
but
for us.
okay, so you have, I call them desk nurses that do case management. They're paperwork nurses. Let me just also say, because I've seen a lot of
Like the
videos where they say
administrative side.
yes, nurses are getting laid off. The nurses that are getting laid off are your paperwork nurses. Those are your case managers, your, well, they call it MDS, but it's just basically paperwork. Those are your nurses that are getting laid off.
Okay.
And at the facility that I'm at, they've laid off the case manager. They told us that Carrie's like shrinkflation, getting less, paying more. Yeah. So we now us the floor nurses, they're getting a choice. They're not just getting rid of them. They're being told, if you're at a hospital or you're at a facility, you're being told, hey, we need you to spend 1 or 2 days, less behind this desk and on the floor picking up shifts, because these nurses and these CNAs that are doing bedside are drowning and they're getting burnout, and we can't afford to lose any more than we already have. Now those are, they're keeping their slots, but the ones that are refusing to do any kind of bedside, those are the ones that are getting laid off, because basically, if they're able to add more nurses on the floor, they're able to take that paperwork and parcel it out amongst all of us, and that's what they're doing. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah,
Because
they
we don't
they
need you. If
taking
you're
the
not going to
load
get
off of
out here,
them and
right? If
what
you're not going to
and
get
put
out
it.
here, you're not going to pass these meds, you're not going to do these treatments for these people in these beds, then you're basically, you're nothing. You're riding the clock. We don't need you. Not when we've all had the same training. We've all done care plans. We've all learned case management. So they can pass all of that out amongst all of us who are actually doing the real work. So those are your nurses that are getting laid off. Let me just say that right now. Nurses like myself who work bedside, we can't work enough. And we're never going to get laid off unless we go sit behind a desk somewhere.
Yeah, so
So
sitting behind
please,
a desk is a death knell, probably.
at this point, yeah. Yeah, and that was a goal for like a lot of nurses. They lost a lot of nurses who worked bedside during COVID. They lost a lot of nurses, because they went off. They either quit, they went and found something else to do. Some of them, I know a few that started doing trucking and they kind of crashed and burned, and then they're back. But some went to sit behind a desk, and that worked for a few years. And now they're being told, you need to get back on this floor and take a patient load, or else we don't need you. And that's what's happening. So the reclassification is basically for the schools. It's to force the schools to lower the tuition to make it more affordable, so that way they can get more nurses on the floor.
Hmm. Huh. So that,
Over hiring where? I'm curious about that, because I
I
don't
don't
see
know.
any overhiring. If anything, they underhire, because every hospital, every facility is owned by a corporation, and they are not, their bottom line is money. So every place's biggest expenditure is payroll. So it pays, they get more money the less people they have on the floor. There's never any overhiring. There's just not.
Yeah, you
So
can't get
so they're
enough
going
people
to
in.
cut. Right, exactly. They're only going to cover so many people, because now how they used to staff was by acuity level. Now it's not by acuity level. If you had, like, let's just say one hall had, let's say we had like 28 people. You could have two nurses split that, depending upon how sick the people you had. If you had people on G tubes, people on trachs and vents and whatnot. Now it doesn't matter. That one nurse is getting all of it. They're getting rid of any kind of extras, because it's costing them money. They're not going to cut out their bottom line. I mean, understand, healthcare is, it's money.
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it's
for-profit
straight
business.
up corporate greed. That's just all it is, period. So those roles that are disappearing were never temporary. There always were case managers. There always were desk nurses, paperwork nurses. They were always there. Um, they forced out our wound care nurse too, and they've parceled all of the wound care out amongst all of us also. Okay, I understand. I'm just saying they didn't overhire. They really didn't.
Lou.
Now you're good, Lou. It's all good.
Okay.
So
That
also
was great.
too, the
No, you
fraud
you
was
got it.
massive. The amount of fraud that has gone on with Medicare and Medicaid has been massive, and that's been going on for a long time. I saw this coming a long time ago, at least 10 years. Quick story: for 1 week, I worked as an admissions nurse. And I was told by my supervisor to go out into the street, go where the homeless people are, under the bridges, behind the convenience stores, whatnot, wherever you see them, and tell them what they need to say to get admitted to a hospital. And in 3 days,
What
the,
the hell?
the facility will be there with the transport van, and they'll have a bed, they'll have meals, and they will have, well, medication, I'm using air quotes, narcotics.
What?
So I saw, yes, I saw that. I saw that. That was 10 years ago, and I did that for, it was like a week. It was a Monday through Friday thing, and like Friday afternoon I was like, yeah, I can't do this. I'm not doing this anymore, because like I've been on the receiving end of this bullshit. And no, you can't put street people who have no structure into a highly structured environment and then not expect it to be absolute hell and chaos. So I can't do this. I can't. So I quit that. And that was before my father passed away. So that was at least like 10 years ago that I saw this coming. And so they were bringing a lot of these people in here into like your nursing homes and your, well, not so much your ALFs, but mostly your nursing homes, your psych facilities, places that get a lot of government funding. And there's nothing wrong with them at all. They don't take any meds unless it's, something for pain, narcotics. Um, or they're totally independent. They need nothing at all, nothing. And they've been getting away with billing for care for them. Like I said, like I saw this 10 years ago. So that's fraud. So there's been I think Dr. Oz had did a video with all of the states that they've been
Yes.
shaking their, yes, Dr. Oz, he said,
Yes.
and there's a couple of them that actually said, okay, hey, you know, we don't want to get in trouble. We don't want to get shut down. Here's this money back. Hmm. So
Yeah.
yeah, this massive, massive, massive amount of fraud that has gone on in healthcare. A lot of people, they don't, unless you work in this area, you're not gonna know. So I don't blame anybody for not knowing, you know, that it's just been going on. And these people, they get their food stamps, they get their checks, they get the facility applies for everything for them, and they get what they call them Obama phones, the free cell phones and whatnots, free smartphones, clothes. They get all
I
kinds
had
of stuff.
cousins that got them free phones coming over trying to flex with me back when it was happening, and they come over like like it was a flex. Like it's a
Hmm.
flex. How you flexing over something that you got for free? That's not
Yes,
a flex.
I know. Yeah, it is. And thank y'all for the condolences very much. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I ain't
So
gonna
yeah,
touch the
so
D the
the
real part.
reclassification is for the school because the schools have just been charging entirely too much for tuition. It's crazy. So um he said, so what do you mean by credits? You
Hey,
mean by funding, Medicare funding,
go
Medicare,
ahead.
Medicaid funding? Because how it works is you send off a I guess a roster to Medicare and Medicaid of all of the things that you have done for that specific person. So what the government does is based on those sheets, they reimburse hospitals and facilities for any kind of money that they've spent, anything that you do with that person, any if you touch them, you hand them a box of tissue, you can bill for that. So they have been billing fraudulently for people that they're not doing anything for. People who, like you and I, that are totally independent. We can dress ourselves, we can feed ourselves, we can walk, we can do whatever. They have been billing for care for these people, and they haven't been we haven't been doing anything for them at all. So that is fraud. So they are having to pay back millions of dollars to the government. Yeah, so it is a billing issue, and they're fraudulently billing, and it's been going on for a long time. So they're kicking people out who were there. There's nothing wrong with them, you know, because they're not able to bill for them anymore. So they're putting them out because, hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with you. You just lazy, and that's what it is. They just don't want to work. They don't want to do anything for themselves, you know. So yeah, they're putting them out now. And these desk nurses, they're gonna have to get back on the floor, or guess what? You find somewhere else to work, and that's just, you know, that's it. Bottom line. And I don't have a problem with that because we need some help. We really are. We're dying out here.
Wow.
Hmm.
I'm gonna
So
show.
it's to force the schools to lower the tuition to make it more affordable for future nurses.
Man, this is some bullshit.
Yeah. So so these people they're crashing out, over nothing really because nothing changes. Nobody's pay is getting lowered. I mean, they just gave me an extra dollar an hour just the other day. They told me they were giving me an extra dollar. So nobody's thank you. Nobody's losing any money. Nothing has changed. It's just the classification, the reclassification is for the school, and it isn't just nursing. It's for, I think, respiratory, physical therapy. It's a bunch of people.
A bunch of specialized medical stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And so they were complaining about how Trump put the cap on student loans for nursing. Those are for advanced degrees that aren't, that they aren't for nurses like myself that didn't get a chance to finish their bachelor's. If you want to go to a master's or a doctorate, then you're gonna have to. Then he put the cap on that for masters and doctorates.
Yeah, yeah, I heard he said something about that cap was in place. They said because they said an X amount of percentage of the people applied never went up to the cap. They always
Yes. Mm-hmm.
they didn't take the whole thing.
Yeah,
So we
and
like,
they're
why are
not
we
paying it back
allocating
too. So
money that's sitting in a
yes.
rabbit sitting in a dark corner
Mm-hmm.
that no
Yeah.
one's using? Well, we can bring it down and we can use that for something else.
Mm-hmm. Well, you
Gee,
know what,
wait a
Lou? I'm
minute.
gonna tell you something. Let me just respond real quick to Lou.
Go ahead, sweet.
I told them. I kind of put some feelers out there, and I told them that other offers I got were for $1 more. So I need this to be matched, and they matched it. Didn't hesitate to match it.
Gary, I'm gonna show you a video,
Mm-hmm.
and it's about Medicaid fraud. It's
Mm-hmm.
very short. It's only a minute and
Okay.
22 seconds long, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see what you think about it. Because I
Okay.
now, in full honesty, I haven't watched this video, but I got three of them lined up, and I've watched.
Okay.
I ain't watched none of them, so. But I pick short ones. You know what I mean? I don't want, for obvious reasons. Some of them I want to
Mm-hmm.
get into, but it's too long. I mean, it's a 27 long video. I can't do that on a live stream. You kill yourself. So let's see.
I can't
Let
hear
me
it.
know if y'all can hear it. Could you hear the audio?
I can't hear it. I don't know if anyone else can. I can't.
I'll try it again. Let me try. Because if ain't no audio, ain't no good neither. Because I can hear it on my side, but I don't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Hunter said nope. Ah, shit. Okay, let me. Okay, well, if can't nobody hear it, ain't no need of me playing it.
Okay.
Let me see. Stop. Oh, come on, thing.
Well,
You
I know they're
gotta.
kicking a lot of people that aren't in, facilities and hospitals. They're kicking them off. They've thrown a lot of them off of Medicaid and they're making them reapply because especially during COVID, they added a lot of people. A lot of people got food stamps, a lot of people got Medicaid and that didn't need it. So they kicked everybody off and they're making everybody reapply and looking at their applications with a fine lens to make sure they qualify. I don't see anything wrong with that.
God damn it. I want to play that them. It was on Medicaid fraud, and
Mhm.
especially in Minnesota, and where this dude well, they only got the lead the lead guy, $11 million. Oh, and of course he's one of them people. You know that, right?
Oh, one of them. Yes.
Somalian.
Yes. The
Yeah,
billion plus dollars
yeah.
in Medicaid. No, actually, it was like across the board. They were getting everything. They
They
were
were
getting
getting
Medicaid. They were getting
everything.
food stamps, housing. They were getting everything. And then there was some that they were opening up home health businesses also, home health agencies. And of course, they were staffing only their own people and they were billing for services for people that they weren't even going out and seeing. They were like signing people's names and stuff. It was crazy. Falsifying signatures, and they didn't even have anybody. They weren't even seeing anybody, but they were billing for care that they were not giving.
No, go ahead. I'm listening to you. I'm
No, no,
trying to
no, no.
see if
I
I
was
can.
reading Necessary's comment. She said there was so much fraud going on with C-19, the country almost ran out of oxygen, and she's absolutely right. And that's why a lot of people don't understand why they are just they're kicking everybody off, and people are having to reapply. If you qualify, then it's not a problem.
And that's something that I hear people talking about. Oh man, well, they kicking everybody off Snap and making them reapply.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
Right.
don't. Okay, I see it like this: you want it or not. You want it or
Exactly.
not. That's like saying you want to sign up for Section 8 housing. I'm just pulling something
Mm-hmm.
out of the sky, and I say, okay, well, you have to come here to the office building at Toity Toit and Toit Street between 9 and 4 and can't you do it over the phone? Can't you do it by email? You said you want to get on the list, right? Yeah. You need to bring
Mm-hmm.
your ass to the office building at 33rd and 3rd Street
Mm-hmm.
between the hours of 9 and 4. I thought you said 8 and 4. Okay, for you 10 and 3. Keep talking. That window gonna keep closing. Keep talking. Like somebody's supposed to hand carry the shit to your ass wherever you at.
Well, you can still apply online. You don't even have to
No,
go
I was
down
just
there.
using that as
But yeah, that's the thing. Like,
they
okay,
like
you can go on, you can go online to do stupid shit, but you can't apply for these food stamps if you really feel like you need them. Okay.
if somebody said, Nick, yeah, they having a thing. Yep. Well, you feel you being charged kind of high on your property tax for that impound yard. Yeah. and they saying, you know, you saying it's this big and you only have this in it, and they saying that, yeah. Well, the county clerk said if you here at their office on Tuesday between this time and this time, they can open your file and look at it. And I go, well, damn.
Mm.
Well, can't y'all just do it? Then, Negro, you don't want it. Shut up.
Right.
Shut up then.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up. I wouldn't even say that. I'd just say, okay, man, well, that's the date and times. All right, talk to you later. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
out. You want it or not. It meant enough to you to complain about it. You making
Yeah.
tickety damn talk videos about it. But it ain't enough for you to get up and go to. Hey, Carrie, I bet you if they was giving out bundles of motherfucking weave, them heifers wouldn't have no problem getting up to go down there.
That's true.
Well, damn, if you can't go to Bella Noche's, what the hell could you go?
Because, you know, she got to get that weed so she can go to Bella Noche, you know. You know, gotta look all fly and whatnot, go to Bella Noche.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to, because I don't want, what do you say, I don't want this to go to Patreon, as Truth say. And, and I got to push this one, Carrie. It don't mean nothing, but I got to push it.
Mm-hmm.
Our buddy. Our buddy. Your buddy. Well, you was that live stream would have been lit. I'm sad it didn't happen.
Yeah, me too. Yes. Yeah, it should have. That would have been
a barn burner.
Yeah, it would have.
And I would have been there too. Popcorn.
Yeah. R.I.P.
lemonade,
to yeah.
That shit would have been
Rest in peace
lit.
to him. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, salute to him. Man, this is now okay. We understand the food problem. We see, you know, even though they act like we ain't supposed to see the people rolling out of grocery stores. Oh, before I get to that, wait a minute. I'm slipping. Let me go back. Let me do a end around back to the Chicago apartment complex thing, okay?
Okay.
I left a little part out. Hey, y'all in the chat. Hey, I appreciate all 19. I see 11 on the screen. I mean, I got 8 Cloud Watchers. Hey, Cloud Watchers, I appreciate you. Hit the like button, Cloud Watchers. Do that. Help your boy, because you're watching me. You know why they watching me, though, Carrie. You know why they
Mm-hmm.
And I bet you we know some of them right off the top of our head who's in there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. What do you always tell me? He wants my attention so bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, okay. Now, remember before ICE went, when Orange Man said that he was sending them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Governor Pillsbury Doughboy Pritzker was saying, you know, nah. Oh, here's the thing. Well, I done gave it away. Guess who's, well, you ain't got to guess, since I already just said his name, so y'all will figure it out. If somebody would have told you, if I wouldn't have mentioned his name and asked everybody who is without Googling it, who is the richest elected official in the United States, how many of y'all would have said Governor Pritzker? He is the richest elected official in the United States.
Okay.
No one has more money than him.
Wow.
No one.
Okay.
He's a billionaire. He's not a millionaire. He's a billionaire running your state. Now, how many, now he talking about taxes and everybody else. How much do you think he taxing himself? So anyway, let's get back. Let me do the end around about the thing. Now, remember before they was coming, you know, when Orange Man, ICE is being deployed to Chicago so we can get the people out of there. You got moms with children scared to leave their apartments. They're being shaken down by Trinidad Aragua. and everyone else, blah, blah, blah. We know all that. Okay. He taxing himself 250%. Shit. Lou, you know that monkey ain't paying nothing. Well, I'm quite sure he paying something, but he ain't, you know, but what he paying and what he hollering for. So ICE and HSI will be in Chicago in the very near future. Where the eating the dogs and cat thing, that was in Ohio. You know, Ohio has this, Columbus, Ohio has the second highest Somalian population in the United States, right?
Mm-hmm.
So remember the videos? If y'all remember the videos, if y'all seen one of these videos, press 1 that I'm going to talk about. If you haven't, don't press nothing. But I want to see if make sure it just wasn't Carrie and myself that seen these videos. It was videos being made, TikTok, all this other stuff with, bro, man, shit, they better not, ICE better not come in here. We got them squitches. Yes. We got them squitches, my ninja. Got ICE in for a motherfucking ride, ninja. They ain't coming up in here. This Chicago, ninja. This Chicago, this Chirac, ninja. We built different up in this piece, ninja. We got squitches. I don't have no switch. This ain't a Glock anyway. So there's no switch anyway. We got squitches, ninja. We built different, ninja. Come on up in here, ninja. We ready for that. I don't have TikTok either, but you know, some people, you know, like we'll grab it and put it up on YouTube. Cause I don't have TikTok either. But yeah, Kelly, that's what I was like too. Yeah. Okay.
They said the same thing in DC, and they got them to knuckle under, and then ran their police chief.
All that shit.
Ran their police chief off.
Ran everybody out. Then people making videos say, you walk and say, you hear this? It's 10 o'clock at night, Saturday, and I'm walking down Midtown DC, and it ain't a shot. I ain't heard a shot fired in 2 weeks.
Yep.
That's a good thing. You figure
it is, yes.
But you know, they can't admit that because then, you know, they got to turn in their ghetto Negro player card and shit. You know, you got that black card, that Negro, that hard ER card. Okay. Now, so I said, okay, like Kelly said, yeah, okay. And ICE rolled their ass up, right? Where was all them squitches at? Look, Carrie, where was the tough talk when the Venezuelans pried themselves and took over parts of black neighborhoods? Where was that tough talk then? Where was your squitch then? They
I had nothing to say about
block. That. I put the video up where the dude riding and had the news anchor in with him, and with my boy Tyrone Muhammad. Y'all remember him, the guy that threw the brick through Kung Fu Kevin's nail salon and shit during the coup? It was right after the coup, during the coup, something like that. And whatnot. And he told ICE, I will hand carry you to where they're at. 'Cause he knows he lives there.
Yeah, I remember that.
Now ain't nobody trying to take his ghetto pass. What's up, Georgia boy? Carrie, he's another one. You know how like you can't make comments on my shorts? Every time Georgia boy comments, I have to copy his comments from the back channel and put them up front. They do him just like they do you. It's the weirdest shit in the world.
Yeah.
But so y'all gonna talk crap about the ones that's coming to get the criminal illegal alien out that you Negroes couldn't do. You couldn't do it. Now, if a rapper make a diss track about you, they pulling up on him. They switch work then.
Mm-hmm.
They kill me when they say, I tell them, you know, there's not a Q in switch. It's SWITCH. That's what I said. Squitches, my ninja.
Is that like scrape or squirrelberry?
Scrape, yeah. Scrape.
Okay, scrape
Ambulance.
or they
That's
say
another one.
squirrel. Ambulance.
Ambulance.
Mm.
You mean ambulance? That's what
or
I said.
library.
Library. There's an R in there, okay? Library. Okay. Okay. I'm trying not to get triggered. Anyway, I'm trying not to get triggered. So that's Carrie, that's like your house on fire. Now we ain't gonna go back to the Miss Gentry with the water hose on that
Oh
street.
gosh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Most people here probably wasn't here for that stream. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, you don't have heat for the guy that's coming to try to set your crib on fire. You want to threaten the fire trucks that's coming to put the fire out that you got squitches.
Yes.
And you wonder, the world is watching. Fuck the streets is watching. The world is watching. And they wonder why the entire world views you the way they do. I'm black as I can be. I'm from the hood. I'm not a knucklehead, but I'm from the hood. I look at you the same way.
Yeah, for sure.
So the dudes that was throwing the Molotov cocktails to set your mama house on fire, no squitch for them. Cause no snitching. We in the hood. Yeah, they burned my mama house down, but no snitching. But the fire truck that come to put the fire out, I need to bust a cap in his ass.
Yes. Yeah. That's how deranged they are and what they're thinking. It's totally
People in
crazy.
Scandinavia are looking at YouTube going, what the hell is wrong with these Negroes? I don't blame them.
I don't either.
And so the only thing I can do is make sure that nobody mistakes me for being one of you. It ain't about trying to get close to them, getting up under white people. I can give a shit because if you don't provide a service for me, I don't need you for nothing. And that's whatever color you are. It's me distancing myself from you. And
Man, this is some bullshit.
And that
keep going. I gotta.
So where was I at? Okay, so ICE came, right? Had the helicopters got on the roof. You got a pistol. I got a rifle with night vision. I got my night vision goggles. I got my ACOG. I got my ×4 multiplier. I got my double stack mags. That's 60 rounds, just in case you don't know. That's 60 rounds. I got a double stack in. I got a double stack in the well. I got 4 more mags. What's up, Roscoe? I got 4 more mags in my chest rig, and I got night vision. Night vision is a game changer. Okay, I ain't gonna get all into it. Night vision is a game changer. From somebody that was issued, nods. Okay, all nogs already know. It's a whole different world when I'm out when I reach up on and I do this, Carrie, click and flip them down, and the night turns into day. You can't hide. Well, you can try, but one of us is gonna get you. Aloha snack bar wearing sandals running across the desert with an AK, and then I pop a cap in his ass from 500 yards away, and he while he laying there, how did he see me? Night vision goggles. We got night
I'd
vision,
love to have
fool.
one.
Huh?
Mm-hmm. And keep going. I gotta take this call. Just keep going. I'll be right back.
Go ahead. So where was all this, man? When ICE get here to Chicago, they in for a ride. We lighten their ass up. This Chicago ninja, we built different ninja. And y'all know I'm from Detroit, West Side, Cooley High. And you'd be surprised how many people don't know that Cooley High is a real school. But, and that's me. I'm a Cooley High alum. But, and I don't say that with any glee. But so you talk all that stuff, ICE come in, do what they do, arrest 800 people, get 37 federal fugitives, and from everything from, you got to be careful with your words, the ones that take booty from women, the ones that take booty from children, flipping birds, doing all kind of stuff, then put people like Carrie said, they extorting her rent. When she cashed her check, her Section 8 check, the Tren de Aragua out there taking their money. Taking their money. But needed to pay the rent. Get your ass in the apartment. They ain't coming to close this door. We here. This our apartment building. And y'all mad that ICE got them out. Wow. I need to put David Carroll. I just got the tick, tick, tick on my wait a minute. I think
because at the end of the day,
I think I do have two David Carrolls that,
before I get into
I should have played this before I started
of this video. There's a few things that I need to say up front that will, of course, serve as the intro to this masterpiece.
I should have played that first.
Mm-hmm.
Make it make sense. Yeah, DC, he would be having a field day right now.
Yeah, he would.
It's a target rich environment. He would be like, where do I start? So where all them people that was making all them tickety damn talks and Twitter videos and all YouTube shorts about what was they gonna do, what were they at? So you rather the 37 stayed there.
Mm-hmm.
Doing what they
Crazy.
doing to the inhabitants of Chicago. Really? This is logic? This is pretzel logic. This is insanity. Yeah. Mental dilapidation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now they done got the bad folks out. Some of them, because you ain't never gonna get them all. I don't care how many boats, how many hooks and fishing lines you got, Carrie. You ain't gonna get every perch in the sea. I don't care how big your net is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can get a whole bunch of perch because we go to the store and it's there for sale, right? So we know they caught some. But you will never get them all. Number one, they multiply faster than you can catch them all. There's people, there's deer shortage. There ain't no deer shortage. Carrie, deer they be running through shit in my backyard, knocking over shit. Like they a gang. Fifth Ward, ninja. Blam, blam. Fifth Ward. Knocking over my potted plants and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pop one of them in the ass too. So where was all of that? Where was all them ninjas that was talking all that smack? ICE came in, done what they did, and ICE went out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No squitches. You got you wearing Jordans, pants sagging where you got to hold them with one hand and holding a gun like this with a squitch on it. You see the videos of them shooting them things? They have no
Yeah.
trigger discipline. They have no idea how to properly hold and deploy a firearm. They don't have any actual training like we have though too either. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're
so
nothing, they're nothing up against someone who's
yeah.
actually trained.
So
It's
you wearing
nothing.
a bubble jacket, a bubble puffy vest like that ninja D-Ray, that clown. You wearing a D-Ray vest with a Glock with a squitch and bleached jeans that's sagging with tears in it, standing there like this against a guy with the HK 416 with ACOG and night vision on it. You're dead. As
Mm-hmm.
soon as you shoot at him, there's gonna be a shot that you didn't hear that's gonna come from a spot that you did not see. And you're gonna, hey, hand down, man down. I was waiting on it to happen. Them Negroes all talk.
Yeah, they
I
are
knew
all
they
talk.
wasn't.
I mean,
You
yeah,
didn't
they
do
are all
nothing to
talk.
keep them from taking over your MF and hood.
Yeah, they were never going to do anything. Like I said, just in DC, they didn't do anything. The only one that did anything was that white man who threw that Subway sandwich at the. That was
And
it.
they chased him down.
Yes, chased them down and threw them in jail. He's the only one who did all the rest of them. All they did was just run their mouths. That's it. They did nothing.
I wonder if the Subway sandwich was an ode to your boy that said he got the noose hung on him and they took his sandwich. Remember the two MAGA guys in Chicago, when he went out at 2:00 in the morning below freezing to get his
those
sandwich, and they threw
actors.
bleach on him first.
Yeah, those actors.
Yeah.
Those
turned out
paid
they're
actors.
two big old muscle bound black dudes, and your dumb ass wrote a check.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Smollett, Juicy, that's him. Juicy
Yes.
Smollett.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that dude was just making an ode to Juicy Smollett by throwing the Subway sandwich at him. Justice for Juicy. Look, I seen the video. I know y'all all seen it with a body cam for when the police went to his apartment and this Negro standing there at his counter with the noose hanging around his neck, just standing there looking stupid. Who does that?
Yeah.
Who does that? And Holly Weird just reeled him right on back into the fold like nothing. That's when you know you're on the right. If you're on with that bullshit, then you're on the right side of the system.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I done vent it now.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Carrie,
Mm-hmm.
one small sandwich for man. See, Lou, you do it too. Can we do something? All right, Lou, let me know now, cause I ain't gonna go Rambo. So you probably, but you can clip whatever. Because y'all know I ain't never said nothing about nobody taking, hey, Deb, taking any of my stuff, because I ain't going to go Rambo to make a Lou, Free Zone Lou clip. I ain't trying. Because once you make it to that level, you gonna get hammered. They coming.
Yeah, that's true.
They come, and I got enough heat as it is. Going to Subway at 2 a.m. during the polar vortex. Hunter, I done the thing with the freezing rate of bleach. At what temperature does bleach freeze? Okay, and I done it, and really it was free. It was 26. 25 degrees, something like it. It takes a little under what it takes for water to freeze, just a little, not much.
Mm-hmm.
So it's sub-zero.
Mm-hmm.
Sub-zero. I ain't said that in a long time. How's he doing? Is he still out here?
I don't know.
That dude, the stream, Sub-Zero. I ain't said that name in a long time. I need to see if he's still out here. I think he teaches classes and stuff to people too, I think. But
Mm-hmm.
so they hit him with a frozen block of bleach then, Carrie, right? Because he said they poured it on him.
Yeah, he did. He said they poured it on him. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. So I don't
So
know.
do
Maybe he kept the little bottle, the little because it was a little small bottle.
oh to
Maybe
keep it
he,
up against his
maybe
body
he
so it
kept it.
won't
Yeah, maybe
freeze.
he kept. Yes, yeah. Maybe that's how he kept it warm. Mm-hmm.
Sub Zero just streamed yesterday. He got in trouble with his other channel. Oh, what's his new channel name? Will type it in the chat for me. I'll pull it up and I'll put it in here. I ain't know he got in trouble. I had not like I said I ain't seen. I just said Sub Zero. I'm like, damn, I forgot all about Sub Zero. But I ain't never. Well, y'all know me. I don't beef with anybody, you know. But I ain't never had nothing even close to a beef with him. Um, so Carrie, let's
Mm-hmm.
shift gears now. We know they people saying the store saying that crime. Matter of fact, that's what I had. Yeah, since y'all can't get the audio, let me pull it. Let me get it anyway. Crime. Um, Now, let me pull up one where the only thing it don't require audio that we can just see it, right? I got to figure out what
Mm-hmm.
this audio is. I'll do it when we're done with the stream. So then next time I'll I'll have it, you know what I mean? I'll have
Mm-hmm.
something figured out. Let's see. Window. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Can you see that, Carrie?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me try to blow it up some to make it bigger for everybody. Shoplifting and retail theft force retailers to close more stores. This was September 27th. Big Pontiac, what's going on, homeboy? Kroger, Target, Walmart. And that's the trip. I didn't know Target sold groceries. I guess because here in my part of Texas, we don't have a
Mm-hmm.
Target. You have to go to San Antonio to get to a Target. But I don't know if they sell groceries up there or not.
Yeah, they all
Uh,
do sell something. Yeah. It's not a
oh,
whole lot. It's limited things, but yeah, they do sell some groceries. Mm.
okay. StreamYard trying to StreamYard. I better make it quick. Da da da. Most shoppers, even in affluent areas, has seen stores lock up items, increasing their security presence. Yeah, I seen that when you got to get somebody to get a key to get some damn deodorant or something. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Increased theft. Retailers reported 93% increase in the average number of shoplifting incidents per year in 2023 versus 90 and versus 2019, and a 90% increase in dollar loss due to shoplifting over the same time period, according to the National Retail Federation's data.
Mm.
You say this one say data, I say data.
Mm-hmm.
More National Retail Federation retail theft and shoplifting numbers, and then we can go and talk. 73% of retailers reported that shoplifters have become more aggressive and violent over the past year. 91% of retailers express heightened concern about the violence occurring during theft incidents.
Uh-huh.
66% of retailers reported a rise in repeat offenders. And I know which cities that is. Those are the ones where they put a cap on it and you can't do nothing to them.
Yeah.
10% of offenders account for 68% of total reported event value, indicating a concentration of significant losses among a small group of repeat offenders. Now, y'all, they do this stuff. Then Aldi closes the store, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you see? Then what do we see on whatchamacallit? on the news, right? They talking to the regular people and they saying, why is the store closing?
Mm-hmm.
What about us? Well, we supposed to go for groceries now. I need fresh fruits and vegetables. We didn't debunk that one 9 weeks. We didn't debunk the hell out of that one. Kelly said, that's why I go to the suburbs. Watch this. But see, you white, Kelly, you can go to the suburbs and pull that off. See,
I go to the suburbs too.
I'm just picking on her. I'm just picking on her.
Oh my
Because
goodness.
hell, well, Carrie, you know where I live.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
shit, you know where I live. So
It's semi-rural.
I mean, fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, man, what? You know, but so I don't nobody give me, but most of people, everybody, hey, Mr. T. What's going on, man? I just trying. Your HEB looks decent. My HEB is the bomb. Now it's a bomber one. You go, it take a while to get there. It's a little town. Well, I say little town, Floresville. Floresville got like, I don't know, like 8,000 people in it. I'm like, no, I think it's a little more than that. Anyway, I'm like, why y'all HEB so big? But it feeds because there's satellite
Mm-hmm.
cities around it. You got Sutherland Springs there. You got, Anvil there. You got McCoy there. And they're just so rural that they don't, so everybody, we got to make it big for all these little Poth, Texas, these little towns to come in here to shop at. I love HEB. I do.
Yeah, I love HEB too. I have never been to a bad HEB. And I've been to a bunch of different HEBs.
Yeah. I can imagine. I bet you the HEB in Allen is big. Hell, look at y'all high school football stadium. It's some college teams don't have a football stadium like some Texas high school football teams do. But Texas, Friday Night Lights, right? It's I mean, Texas pumps out football players like nobody, man. If they took away all the football players from Texas, the NFL would probably be pretty freaking lackluster. But so it's not far. Oh, it's not far from the stadium. Okay, well that explains everything. Carrie, you ought to see that school. Guess what? The freshmen have their own school, Carrie.
Really?
They're not in the same high school, what normally, 9th through 12th
Yeah,
grade.
they put them, 9th through 12th. They put them by themselves.
Freshmen have their own school.
Okay.
That's how high-end hoity-toity, but they're a football combine, pretty much. Just like White House, Texas is. That's where the dude from Kansas City Chiefs, yeah, why did he? Yeah, because it's that. Okay, I want to get Carrie on the food thing. People send their kids from all over the United States to go to 7 high schools here in Texas. Like they're so big, like they're just a standout. And they know for the chance, because let's be for real. That's a meal ticket, right?
Yes.
If you got a monster for a son, get him somewhere where he can get some eyes on him.
Yeah, well, you remember me telling you that's what my friend is planning on doing with his boy. Yes.
Yeah. Oh boy, Frisco, White House, Lake Carroll. Like I say in San Antonio, they got a thing. It's called the Gucci Bowl. It's Churchill, and I keep forgetting the name of the other high school, and they call it the Gucci Bowl. Because that's a that's a high-end, high tax area. Look at Midland, Odessa, where the movie was made for Friday Night Lights. Then you get a little old hole in the wall house in the middle of a dust bowl, and that house costs you $500,000. Because people with money or got ambitions, their sons are so good that they're bringing them to these areas in Texas to play
Mhm.
football, to go to these schools. So
Mhm.
college, because if the college they get a full ride athletic, you know what I'm saying? Then mom and dad ain't got to pay no money, right? And
It's
and then
smart.
you go. I'm telling you, because I go to White. I used to watch Patrick Mahomes in high school at White House, Texas. I used to watch him when he was at Tech, when he was a Red Raider at Texas Tech. I've been watching Patrick Mahomes since he was 14 years old. Now, of course, he don't freaking know who the flip I am, you know. But I've been watching. I was like, this kid, Mean Gene. I was like, this kid gonna be special. Oh, he gonna be a bust. Look at him. He already got Super Bowl rings. That boy can
Hey,
sling
Gene.
that freaking rock. He was a shock to the system. Nobody knew how to defend him because they slept on him. They slept on him on his college days. But anyway, so you have that. Now
Mhm.
the grocery stores close up because you pull up these numbers. Their profit margin is so slim. I had no idea how slim the profit margin was for grocery stores. I had no idea.
Mhm.
But then I had to think, well, they probably got to throw a lot of stuff away too. Produce,
Yeah.
right? They don't sell fast
Mhm.
enough. Cause, or whatever the hell. So now you taking the stuff that I make the profit for. So now you gotta take now they stealing the stuff that's like 1 to 2%. Damn, I knew it was
Mhm.
low because I
Mm.
would watch the video. Carrie, you remember the video we done with the dude that made the store, remember? And he had a
Yes.
homeboy working in there and he made his way up the manager that last stream me and you done.
Mhm.
So now you got yes, my it was 6, I was hovering around 6.6 to 6.8%. But there are certain items that were higher than others. Cigarettes is where you make your money. Beer is where you make your money. Fountain drinks is where you
Mhm.
make your money. It costs between the cup, the carbon dioxide, the water, and the syrup to make a big gulp. It costs
Mhm.
about 40 cents. About four, and that was my cost, about 40
Mhm.
cents. So a big chain store is probably they gonna get better deals on supplies than I am.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
So that's where yeah, that's where you make your money. I mean,
Mhm.
cause the gas pumps, you don't make no money on gas. You make a penny a gallon. You be lucky if you make two. Gas is the draw. Cause
Mhm.
what do most people tell me? Y'all ain't done this. You pull up to the gas pump, you go inside, you get a bag of chips or whatever the fuck, your soda, and hand the dude and say, put the rest on pump 7.
Yeah. Mhm.
The gas, see, but I wouldn't have got the money, the high split off of that fountain drink and the pack of cigarettes and the bag of Doritos if I didn't have the gas pump to bring you in. I hope that makes
True.
sense.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Mhm.
Okay. But so the people in the hood, who's selling the stamps. You know who's doing the stuff. You know who's stealing the groceries in the hood. Now you can't stop them. You know what I mean? You can try, but uh uh yeah, they had yeah, but see I could never close out a big fuel contract cuz I didn't have enough volume. And most of them want
Mhm.
you to have at least 3 locations before they even put that kind of stock into you. I
Mm.
never had
Wow.
that. So I just dealt with an independent distributor. But one thing I
Mhm.
dealt about it, and he was a evil Kerry, he was an evil white man too.
Mhm.
Evil white man. Showed up how dare he show up all the time like he said he was?
Mm.
How dare him not try to cheat me on under pumping and overcharging?
Well, maybe he did. You just were too slow
I was
to
just too
realize. Yeah.
that's right. I'm black. I'm slow, so I didn't catch
Right.
it. He got over.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. So Carrie,
Mm-hmm.
okay, how is it fit? Okay, I can't blame the grocery store.
No, you can't. Mm-mm.
Because,
No.
I mean, people say they're not a charity. They're a
Mm-mm.
business.
No. And there's only so much money they're going to spend on anti-theft devices. You know, I mean, their end game is to make money, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
So if they're
just pick.
losing money, how long? I mean, it makes no sense. I would stay open if I was losing money.
If
Listen,
more
let me tell
money
you
is
real quick.
falling out the
I went
bottom
to
that's
this
going in the
Target,
top. I'm sorry.
right. I went to this Target a couple of months ago here in Tucson
Mm-hmm.
where they had the anti-theft boxes through, and I wish I had taken a picture of it on all of the deodorant, all of the toothpaste, all of the toothbrushes,
Oh, the
all
plastic
of
clear box
the
where you need the special thing to
yes,
open it.
yes, they were all,
Okay.
the entire aisle, and it wasn't a place in the hood, so this was largely a Hispanic area, but all of their self care products all had those plastic boxes over them, those anti-theft boxes. And I mean, I needed deodorant too, so I just turned around and I just walked out because if I can't get everything at one place, then I'm not getting anything. So, but like that was just crazy that they had everything locked up. So I figure eventually, they'll probably close that store because that's crazy that they have to have that much stuff locked up. Everything.
Okay. So, um, where my little buddy at? And this is my weekend to keep him. See, because you had him last weekend. I don't know what you fed him, but you need to cut it out. Uh, let's see.
Yes,
You
Gene. Yes, the bar soap too. The bar soaps, all the body washes. I was like, well, you know what? I can't with this. Let me get out of this store and go to one where there's a little bit more civilized and I can get everything I need.
Carrie, I got a question.
Okay, Sheriff.
What's the solution? What are the people supposed to do? How do they keep them from stealing the stuff so the regular people can get their stuff? And then they won't have the food desert ran by Aloha Snack Bar and the bodegas to get their food.
I'm not sure, Sheriff, because you can't control these people, you know. I did notice they said the percentage of aggressive shoplifting. So are they aggressive because employees are trying to stop them from stealing?
Yeah, well, you ain't supposed to, cause it ain't your money. It ain't your money. It ain't your
Mm-hmm.
money. They got insurance. What that black chick say? They got insurance. Where do you think the money to pay the insurance comes from? You dumb heifer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And she said she was a school teacher. What do you? She got a degree. What did she graduate from? The University of Adversity? The hell's the matter
uh,
with you?
mm.
My wife was at what Big Pontiac say? Let me see.
She
My
was
wife
in the
was in
targets
LA
were like
last
that.
week. Let's
Everything
see.
behind plastic boxes. Okay.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, okay. So the thing is, I mean, like I said, I've been there on a much smaller scale. Way,
Mm-hmm.
because me and Carvin ain't nowhere near the scale, you know, was of those people. And then Truth gonna ride with me. This is a good looking store. I said, thank you. Well, they probably made it look better than they had when you had it. Because, of course, it was, what nice when I had it. It was only nice once we sold it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but it's truth, right? So
Yes.
I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
surprised. So
Mm.
so is it gonna take? Is this a drug? Is this a dope fiend thing? Because the bad thing about this, innocent people suffer. Because everybody in the hood ain't a thief. There's some
Mm-hmm.
people that go in these stores that wouldn't dream of stealing nothing from you.
No,
Wouldn't
I don't think
dream of
it's a dope
breaking into
fiend
your
thing.
car, your
It's
house.
definitely not just a hood thing either. It's
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah, I mean, but the
Um.
ones you see on
Mm-hmm.
TV, the ones they throwing that ABC, CBS,
Yeah.
NBC, the ones they throwing up.
Mm-hmm. You
And
watch enough
I'm
of these
surprised.
police cam, these body cam videos on YouTube, you'll see all kinds of all
Yeah.
walks of life that they
Well,
are busting, stealing from
I
these
seen the
stores.
one
And they
you
get
seen me
caught every single time.
with Big Becky with the purple hair
Mm-hmm.
throwing that stuff.
Yeah.
And because that's the one you sent me. And the thing is, know what I was looking for? I was looking for fresh produce, fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
There was none.
Mm-mm.
It's meat and processed food.
Mm-hmm.
What are you
That's it.
talking about? But every time when they do the show on TV, on the news, what are they? What? And when they
Yeah, they
make the
say they
picture,
can't get no produce. I mean, what? Please, we know they don't eat any produce. They're not eating any produce at all.
Mean Gene, I'm telling you, she sent me that video. I was dying laughing. That video is hilarious. I don't know where she
Mm-hmm.
got it from, but it's hilarious. But so I'm like, so this is insane. Okay,
Yeah, it
so
is.
is it gonna have to go all the way down to the floor? Or all these other people gotta suffer before, because thieves are like, I look at them, crooks are like do these smash and grab, well, all the
Mm-hmm.
with the hoodies and the face, and they all run in and grab all the shit and leave. To me, they're like locusts.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
living out, out here in the sticks, a horde of locusts will just
Mm-hmm.
come out of the blue and they will eat your crops.
Mm-hmm.
They will sit there, and there's millions of them, of course. How you gonna kill them? Yeah, you got the
Mm-hmm.
smudge pots because they don't like the smoke, but you ain't gonna get them up. It don't kill them. It just, it just gets them,
Yeah.
get them away. But here's the thing. So after they finish ravaging your crops, know what locusts do? They fly
They
off.
move on to the next one. Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. That's what I was gonna say. Like, I don't know if there's any getting away from them because, a lot of them have cars. They know how to go. They just hit different stores.
Yeah, hell, they
They go,
steal a car to
they,
go make a hit.
yeah, they go to, different areas and they just hit a bunch of different stores and steal. I don't know. Maybe they need to untie the hands of the store employees and let the store employees handle them.
Now, see
Because
you.
if they
Bl-
know they go up in that store and somebody catches them, they're gonna get they behind beat. You know, they're gonna get a few punches and a few licks. Then they'll
Blue
probably stay
cities,
out of there.
Blue
I
cities ain't
know.
gonna do it. The only
Yeah,
way
I
Blue
know.
City's gonna let that happen is if the person is wearing a MAGA hat. I mean, can we
Yes.
call a thing a thing?
Yes, that's true. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I know people be picking stuff online and they deliver the food to them. And now, well, I don't know if you saw my video with the drone making the delivery to the house
Yes.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
and whatnot. I call me picky. Cause well, grocery video, shopping videos. I got, I do that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt that every clerk, every person, because I be in the store and I see the ones in the HEB getting the stuff. I guess somebody, they got a delivery order, drive up,
Yeah.
and they grabbing
Mm-hmm.
the stuff. I wouldn't have picked. I want that pack of steak, not
Mm-hmm.
that one, because I'm looking
Mm-hmm.
at the marble. I'm looking at the fat,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
content. I
Mm-hmm.
would have got that pack of chicken, not that pack of
Mm-hmm.
chicken. I would have got
Yeah.
that cabbage. I would have got
Yeah.
that
I don't
cantaloupe.
like people shopping for me either. It just,
And
no.
that's my problem. Now, a person that don't like shopping, they probably just going do 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 do.
Yeah, because because people are doing these shopping. That it's just a way to make money for them. They're not taking any consideration. They're not looking at anything. They're just grabbing whatever. They're just grabbing. They're not looking to see, let's just say I need 4 red delicious apples for something that I'm making. They're not
Mm-hmm.
looking to make sure that apple doesn't have any holes or no soft
Or
spots or anything. They're
bruise
not
or
they're
yeah.
not yeah, they're not checking that. They're just throwing 4 in there,
Because they got to
and they
hurry up and get this order done because they got as fast as they probably filling
right.
it, they got another one.
Yeah, because the more orders that they're able to fill, the more money they're able to make.
Yeah.
So, I've had to throw too many things away,
Yeah. And
because
Sly
at
didn't
one
show up
time
for
I was
work.
always
So
getting my stuff delivered, but not anymore. No, because I've had to waste too much money. So I can't.
I
I'm
got to
not in the
get my
business
own
of
stuff.
doing that. Yeah,
And
that's what I do now. I hate going into any kind of store, but now I just do it. It's just easier.
and plus Sly didn't show up to work, so they short one picker, you know. So now now they in a hurry, you know.
Hmm.
And whatnot, but stop rushing me. I get it when I get it. But
Hmm.
um yeah, but I'm what do he say? Depends on the item, but yeah, produce, meat, etc. I'd rather do myself. A person brought me a ground round package that had the manager special because it was expiring soon.
Yes, I've had that happen too. Oh, yes.
So that means you gotta cook that now,
Yeah, I
whether
was
you want to
pissed.
cook it now or not.
Hmm.
I didn't say,
Right,
damn, I ain't plan on cooking ground round tonight, but I guess
right.
so.
Yeah. So yeah, Debbie, I just like you. I like picking my own food now.
I like getting my own stuff.
Hmm.
Man, did you open and make sure none of them eggs was cracked? That's the first thing I do. I
Hmm.
don't just grab a thing and throw it in my basket. I open the lid.
Yeah.
Cause every now and again I see cracked egg, 2, 3 cracked eggs, one cracked egg. Man, but I'm paying for that egg whether it's cracked or not.
Right.
Oh, you said he threw it away and complained they gave me a credit.
Yeah. I took it back up there and I was pissed. I had to get dressed and I took it right back up there. I was mad. They gave me my money back also, but still, like, you know what? Come on. This is crazy.
Yeah, but
Mm.
that's just it's I I want to do it. I want to do my own stuff.
Mhm. Mhm.
Now, on to the other part that you and I covered before, but
Mhm.
but you do a much better job. Everybody knows that no watch me, I like to cook.
Yeah.
And
Me
I
too.
got the cooking video. I should have done one for this caldo that I just made a couple of days ago. It was
Mhm.
good too. Oh my goodness. But um so when they had the so-called shortage, there wasn't no shortage of real food.
No, there was no shortage of staples. There was no shortage of except for bread.
Yeah, but
However,
you can make
there was
bread.
no shortage of flour or yeast.
Hit them in the head.
Well, bread isn't bread considered like a staple, like bread, eggs, milk. But yeah, so I did not see a shortage of flour. I saw no shortage of yeast. Things you need to make bread. You just need bread and yeast. A little sugar. There was no shortage of sugar. There was a shortage of um Prego, ragu, that garbage. But there was not a shortage of cans of like crushed tomatoes, pureed tomato sauce, your stuff you need to actually make your own sauce. There was no shortage of any of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I was traveling around pretty heavy at that time, and I was checking out different stores, and it was all pretty much the same. So I didn't see a shortage of what you need, your basics, your things that you need to cook. You know, you're gonna always start out with your onions, your garlic, either a bell pepper or a celery, that sort of stuff. You know, you're not gonna run out. There was no shortage of that stuff. Your base, no shortage of that. No shortage of broth. No shortage of stock, beef or chicken stock. There was
Yeah,
no
I make
shortage
my
of any,
own.
or no shortage of bouillons. There was no shortage of that stuff. There was shortage of convenience items. That's what everybody was fighting over, was the convenience items. Yeah, I did see a limit on meats. I did. I saw a limit on purchasing meats.
They had our HEB was stacked. I mean, super stacked. And like I say, but being further out, and I ain't trying to be funny because yeah, I'm from the city, but my mother cooked. My mother knew how to cook food.
Mine too.
My
Mm-hmm.
grandmothers, both of them, my mama's mama and my daddy's mama, they
Mm-hmm.
both know how to cook food. Now I had somebody tell me, "What do you mean?" And when I say both my grand sets of, well, you mean both grandparents? You only got one grandmama. No, you only got one grandmama if you from a baby mama. If you got a father, heifer,
You have two
you
grandparents,
have the.
two two grandmothers, two grandfathers.
They don't get it. I guess because they didn't have one. I guess they just
Mm-hmm.
bring defaults that nobody has one.
Mm-hmm.
And so you get that going. And hold on a quick second. Go ahead. Hold that thought.
Okay.
Let me do
Okay.
something right fast.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So that's what I saw. I saw a shortage of convenience items, not a shortage of stuff you need to cook from scratch. So people that know how to cook, they should be okay. I wasn't worried about it. And at the time I lived in a small town, and we still didn't have, a food shortage. I don't know. Is necessary still in this chat? I want to ask her something. If not,
Okay, I'm back. But go ahead.
mm-hmm. No, that's just what I was saying.
Uh, the peep look, they knew how to cook. They knew how to cook.
Yeah.
Okay, I know how to cook.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, sometimes being convenient, I get it. But there's a whole bunch of folks out here that can't cook.
Mm-hmm.
They won't
Well,
cook. They won't.
once upon a time, um, women took pride in teaching their daughters, giving their daughters skills. Those, learning how to cook, basic sewing, like knowing how to put a button back on the shirt, knowing how to put a hem in something. Those were considered life skills, and women would take pride in teaching their daughters those things. Um, I don't know, maybe because I came from some old school women, that's how it was for me. So I'm not sure. The cooking was a black woman stereotype. What happened? Debbie, I thought about that. And I just wonder if maybe they just wanted to get away from the stereotype, like the whole mammy stereotype, is so far that they just went completely in the opposite direction, you know?
I look at it man, look, and on that part there, I said, man, know how to sustain and feed yourself. Yeah, they used to have home ec in school, just like they had wood shop in school, metal shop in school, stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that, welding in school. Okay. And on the other side of that,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of dudes don't know how to do anything with their hands now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I
Mm-hmm.
think of course I can't prove it. It may just be a byproduct. You know how sometimes you aim at doing something and then something else also happens and you like, huh,
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it. So
Mm-hmm.
um when you split the family, it hurts both the boys and the girls.
Yeah, it does. Mm-hmm.
Cause now, but I mean, but you're killing your leaders. You want this person to be a leader. You
Mm-hmm.
Dusty, you this, you supposed to have this. Well, how is he gonna have that? Like what David Carroll said, where did he come from? You talk like he just sprung up out of the ground like a weed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. True.
And they hated when he said that. Who raised him?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so you know, now that ain't no guarantee that you're gonna be a good person being raised by a mom and a dad. That ain't no
Yeah, that's
guarantee.
true.
But the odds are in your favor.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. And that's been proven.
The
I don't
odds
even
go through the
understand why
roof.
that's even still an argument. I mean, that has been proven. They've done, studies on this. It's been proven. Children that come from a two-parent home fare better. They stand a better chance in life than ones who come from a single parent household.
I learned to cook from the women. I learned how to fix shit from daddy and my uncles. That I mean, what am I missing? You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
and because you wasn't sitting in someone hell, what no Nintendo and all that other stuff when I was a kid.
Hmm.
When dad go outside and he popped the hood, guess who was right next to him?
Yeah.
I
And it
don't know what
isn't
the F
just
I'm
life
looking at, but I'm
skills
gonna do
that you learn from
yeah.
each parent. It's how to interact with the opposite sex too. That you learn a lot about the opposite sex when you have them in the home, you know?
See over. Yeah, but that's a you thing. See, because you got a pantry butler that you just go and he come out and whip you up some homemade cookies. We ain't
Oh,
got
that's
see over
nice.
money. We ain't got that kind of
Okay.
money. We normal folk around here.
I have to make some cookies too. So,
You
but
know, I ain't
anyway,
got that see over money. Shit.
well,
But
must be nice.
but but
Yeah,
but
so it's the interaction. Girls and guys, they know you should be learning what to expect from the opposite sex, because like a father is supposed to teach, you're supposed to learn from your daughters, from your fathers, what to expect from a man. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
What to expect, what each other's roles are.
Yeah, it's not
I,
normal to get knocked down between the washer and dryer every other Thursday, you
Yeah,
know?
I mean, and yes, and those things do happen. So unfortunately, there are some of us that learn those behaviors too, But it's a lot gets missed when, it's just one parent in the home. And unfortunately, that's why you see so many people crashing or so many guys that are overly emotional. They don't know they don't respect authority. None of the kids do, because the only authority figure in the house is their mother, and she's a joke. So the boys are angry and resentful of any man that they come across that is an authority figure. The girls don't respect them. They do just try to fight with them because that's what they see their mothers do, fight with men.
I've never seen my mother and father fight. I see them get mad, but you can tell they like got that look like, look, we'll deal with this when they go to bed. You
Hmm.
know, that's you know. I'm quite sure when we were all at school or whatever the hell, mom and dad probably had some barn burners. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen my parents go at it, but like fist fight and put hands, like
No,
no,
I ain't
never,
never said.
never, never that. No,
I've
never.
seen my mama. When she saved John Sherman Taylor. Oh,
Hmm.
she said his whole name. You
Hmm.
already know. By the time I was 12, I knew what time that was.
Hmm.
John Sherman Taylor. What did? Oh man, let me go ahead and hurry up and finish eating so I can get the fuck out of here. but but I ain't never heard. God damn it, woman! Ah, I've never heard that. I ain't saying it ain't never happened. I'm saying
Yeah,
I didn't
no,
hear it.
no, it was never that bad in the house
Yeah,
either.
I
But not for
didn't
me.
hear it.
No, I didn't grow up seeing that. No, not that. No, I've seen them argue a little bit, not too much, but I've seen them go at it, but never no cussing each other out, no name calling, nothing like that. No, just blatant disrespect,
She
nothing
would
like
take
that.
the newspaper because I told you how when he would come in before when he wasn't working night shift, he'd make me sit next to him and read him the newspaper while he was
Hmm.
eating, and sitting there gonna tell me he can't read. Had me think all the way up till I was a teenager that my daddy he can read.
Hmm.
But I guess that's just his way, And
Yeah.
and we go through everything, all kind of stuff, and people like that. That's how I learned a lot of the ins and outs of the way of the work. You know what I mean? The civic
Hmm.
stuff
Yeah.
was
That's how me and my sister both learned how to read and
from
got to
liberal
become like
Detroit.
we used to have to read to my dad every night.
Yeah,
And he would have us sit down and read to him until we just started reading on our own.
yes,
And then we would just, he just didn't even bother us anymore after that. Because we were just reading on our own.
yeah. And we used
Hmm.
to knock it out, but I'm like, but man, y'all, but we were taught stuff. But
Yeah.
if you take a link out of a chain, I don't care how big that chain is. If you remove a link, that chain is useless.
Yeah,
You can
that's
have the
true.
biggest truck in the world. I take all the wheels off of it. you, where,
Hmm.
where you going? So
Yeah.
that's a byproduct, and you think they would see that. Men need to learn how to do stuff with their hands. You got
Hmm.
A&M colleges, A&I colleges. Oh, them classes is full of white boys, which is true. Want to know why they full of white boys? Sometimes people don't realize the answer to a solution is in their so-called snapback retort.
Hmm.
Man, A&I class, man, A&M, man, shoot, man, it's full of that class, ag and stuff. It's full of damn white boys.
So what?
But here's the thing. Wait a minute. Who controls these mega independent farms? They're graduates from
Hmm.
A&Ms and A&Is. You
Yeah.
can look them up on the internet. They proud to tell you.
Hmm.
And now though some of them are old school, when they grandpappy taught them how to fix a tractor in 1971, that's a
Hmm.
different cut of guy. That's a different
Hmm.
cut of guy. Girls was planting, boys was pulling. They talk about generational wealth, but you trying, or even though wealth is overrated sometimes, I get it.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
tell me we ain't seen it on TV shows and on the internet. This is a fourth generation family. This farm is fourth generation family,
Yeah.
third
Yeah. Quite a
generation
bit.
family. You
Well,
know what I'm
you
saying? Fifth generation family.
it's like I said before, there are things that folks used to take pride in that they don't take pride in anymore. They just don't. They don't
They
take
could
pride in it.
struggle with all kind of stuff, but guess what? A farmer and his family ain't gonna struggle with food.
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 They're
They're
gonna
not
always
gonna,
eat.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they're not gonna struggle with food. And farmers help each other. People have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
But look, man, and I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna let you go. I appreciate everything. I'm gonna give you the floor and let you rant. Say whatever it is you want to say about anything. But
Oh, I don't know. I
once
think I pretty
you,
much said everything I need to say.
if you, I mean, everybody sit here. What are they complaining about when stuff goes down? They complain about food,
Mm-hmm.
water, shelter,
Mm-hmm.
protection. The basic four.
Mm-hmm.
How about you get involved with at least one of those? You know what I'm saying? You're
Yes.
fixing a lot of stuff. Look, you complain that this person controls that. He's working that wheat field. See them
Mm-hmm.
4 big ass tractors he got over there? That's his son on one. That's his nephew on another. It's a chick got a YouTube channel, huge YouTube channel, white chick, and she drives a
Mm-hmm.
tractor. She
Mm-hmm.
work on a farm, and she good looking, so you know her views is. But
Mm-hmm.
her camera. She's out there whipping it. She operating a combine, everything. Huge YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Plaid shirt, got a hair braid, just what you call one braid on each side of her head,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
whatnot. And got her gloves on and her jeans, and she out there working that, and it's her family's farm. And she got a
Mm-hmm.
YouTube channel, huge channel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She ain't gonna want for nothing. If she ever decide to get married and have kids, they may not be rich, may not be millionaires, but you got land. They ain't making no more land. When her mom and dad passes on, rest their souls, I'm not wishing, you know what I'm saying, but
Yeah, of
everything
course.
dies. All of us gonna
Mm-hmm.
go.
Mm-hmm.
You set. All you got to do is don't break the chain. Keep the chain rolling.
Mm.
So
You
so
think that's
people,
part of
I mean,
the part of the problem is that there's the social media influencers, have everybody thinking that, you deserve to be a baller. They all want to live a life that they see online that isn't real. That way, nobody wants to put any work in. They feel like housing is a right, these things are rights. They're owed to them when they're not.
yeah, somebody owe you groceries.
Right.
Don't
Mm-hmm.
nobody owe you groceries.
Right.
Somebody
Mm-hmm.
worked to produce those groceries.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And hey, Big Pete, Big Pontiac, I hear you. Yeah, your mom said she was never hungry, even during
Right.
the Depression. Cause she
Mm-hmm.
works on a farm. She's working where all the food is.
Mm-hmm. Right.
If
Because these things they were not looked down upon once upon a time, you know? But they are now. And
man,
it's just
I can, if I had a big family and I got my own melon patch, could be, well, that's all you grow is melon. Food is barter. They bartered.
yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
They bartered. You sell the melons and then you can buy other stuff. You got to turn the crop every now and again to keep from spending money on chemicals to put, you know,
Mm-hmm.
in the soil. But you ain't got to do your whole field melons. Do a third of it, and the rest of it something else. Then after 2 seasons, you flip. You flip it.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't don't if
Mm-hmm.
you looking for a bumper crop every year, even the big giant corporate farms ain't putting out a bumper crop every year because it's this thing called the weather that
Right.
every now and again Mother Nature will bitch slap all of us. And ain't
Mm-hmm.
nothing we can do. We can talk shit to her all she won't, and while we talking, she just backhand the fuck out of us.
Right.
Damn, that hurt. You want another one? No. Shit. So, but I'm like, man, look, y'all talking about where they control the food. Well, why don't you control the food? Well, you ain't got to control it. Why don't you get in? Why the money you spending on that hoopty with the 5,000 stereos and them big donk wheels and doing street takeovers and burnouts and shit? You could be growing one of the easiest things it is to grow right off the bat, and that's potatoes and onions.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Like right in your own backyard, or if you have a patio or a balcony, container gardening.
I told about the little old lady that her husband died, and she getting up
Mhm.
there too, and she doing what she can by herself now. But they had that little 3-acre farm down the way from us here, and they I used to love sit there and talk to him, and he got this old truck, and he's gone now. He died in his sleep, heart attack. I used to talk to him whenever I seen him. Real nice fella.
Mhm.
Like he said, they raised 6 kids. You know what I mean? Some of them going off to do this. One of the boys went to A&M. GM, you
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
he's coming back. He's coming back,
Right.
So, and this is the only job I've ever had. He'd said it all the time. This the only job I ever had is working this farm, and I ain't never missed a meal.
There you go.
And I'm quite
There you
sure his
go.
kids didn't either. And I'm like, dude,
Mhm.
you can, but the thing, and here's something else. Somebody, I think it was either Truth or Sly or both that said during the stream, Negroes ain't trying to lead a hood to do something like that.
Yeah, I think it was both of them. Mhm.
Say they ain't trying to lead a hood to do something like that.
Mhm. Mhm. Mm-mm.
Because hey, what are you gonna complain about? You get up early, you do the work, you get it in, you get a big break in the middle of the day because the earlier you get up, the faster you can get done.
Yeah.
As
Mhm.
kids used to have to feed and slop hogs and feed chickens before they came to school.
Yeah, that's true.
My grandparents used to tell me about that.
Mhm.
Then get home from school, do their chores, then eat, then clean themselves up, goof off a little bit, and go to bed.
Yeah.
But it
That's
paid
actually how
off.
my own father grew up.
Yeah, it paid off.
Mhm.
I'm old. I ain't never missed a meal when I was a kid because I'm the grandson of a former sharecropper.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know, so they
Yeah.
know the hustle. They know it.
Mhm. Mhm.
I don't,
Mhm.
look. Only thing I can say is we take care of ourselves. Hey, just like our damn uh lumber mill down there. You know where it's at. So
Mhm.
because I remember when I showed y'all all the paperwork and everything. I was so proud when y'all was like,
Yeah.
"What?" Yeah, and uh,
It's like blue
that's
collar
same
jobs.
thing
It's
that
like, there's just people that they crap on, your tradesmen, you know?
yeah
And that's, I mean, you don't ever have to worry about never having work when you are a tradesman.
yeah yeah. I ain't until my hands and knees give out. I
Mhm.
gotta wait because I fix trucks. I
Yeah.
do even I can do little stuff. I do brake jobs. I do oil change. I change the oil. Look, if I can change the oil on these damn 18 wheelers, changing oil on your car ain't shit.
Yeah.
I do brakes on my 18 wheelers. Doing brakes on your car ain't shit. That woman in that
Mhm.
damn next room over here next to us, 30 some odd years, she ain't had to go to no damn Jiffy Lube. She ain't had to change no oil. She ain't had to work.
Mhm.
She ain't have to carry vehicle nowhere to get no tune-ups and oil changes and brake jobs and tires. That's
Mhm.
that's what I do. That's what I do. And that
Mhm.
takes a load off everything. Ain't nobody never had to come over and fix no more, cut no grass. That's what I do.
Mhm.
Hot water heater break. I can't fix it, but I can replace it.
Right.
unscrew that, cut the water off out there, drag that sucker out, and put another one in. I
Mm-hmm.
can't fix the washing machine, but I can unplug that bitch and get the dolly and wheel it out and come back in with another one.
Right.
That's half the battle for most men, and they won't. I don't see the younger generation doing it.
Mm-hmm.
They don't, well, the robot's gonna take it anyway. Who gonna build the robots? Who gonna maintain the robot? Robot ain't gonna fix itself.
Mm-hmm.
Does it go back to evolution? The guy that made shoehorns for the horses, when the horseless carriage, the automobile, came along, ain't no more horseshoes to make. Now he making car parts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's still working steel.
Yeah.
He works with his hands.
Mm.
Miss Nurse, I appreciate you coming and giving us the game on this medical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Before you go, and I ain't got nothing else to say.
Yeah.
Pharmaceuticals.
What about it?
Give us the hustle. It's a hustle, ain't it?
What hustle? What do you mean?
Pharmaceuticals, pills, medicine.
Well, yeah. I mean, most of our issues can be reversed through diet. High blood pressure, diabetes, those things, they can be turned around, through eating better food and exercise. Once, unless back in the day when people did kind of do farm work and stuff like that, or they didn't have as many cars on the road and they walked everywhere, that was your exercise. But, now people actually have to take time out to exercise. Um, Big pharma is the enemy. I don't know, about that. I wouldn't say it's the enemy, because I done seen plenty of people get sick and then they're begging for big pharma. So, um, are they evil? Yeah, they're just as evil as anybody else. They're not any more evil than anybody else. That's just how I see that.
Yeah,
You know?
$4 for one pill of Tylenol in the hospital. $4.
Yeah, I know.
Four
Hmm. They're in it
dollars
to
for one
they're in it to
pill?
make money. They're in it to make money, just like everybody else. It's corporate greed is everywhere.
Well, tell them y'all can keep that.
Mm.
I can go to HEB and get Tylenol.
Yeah, but then they'll tell you that you can't bring it into their facility.
Yeah.
There you
Big
go, Club
Pharma is,
Fortune. Thank you. Yeah, it is.
you
It
know,
is a necessary evil. It is. Because when people, like I said, when people get sick, then they're looking for big pharma. When they're not, then big pharma is evil, which they are evil, but they're just as evil as everybody else.
the price of ivermectin has gone through the roof. Remember, we couldn't even say ivermectin on YouTube 5 years
Yes.
ago.
Yeah.
We used to get
Um.
ivermectin because for the animals and whatnot. And
Yes.
we, it, I think we used to pay like for the little box. It was like $12,
Hmm.
like 12. That then when they said that we couldn't buy it over the counter, now you can buy it again. That same
Hmm.
damn box is $80.
Hmm. Yeah.
It's the
Your
same stuff.
antibiotics, you can get there also. The same antibiotics that they overcharge for us, you can get at a pet store or at what's that place that you just mentioned? Tractor Supply.
Yeah.
You can get them there also.
Yep.
Much, much cheaper. And
Tractor
it's the
Supply,
same ones
Purina
that they give,
Mills.
yeah,
Yeah.
same ones that they give to humans, they give the same ones to the animals. So yeah, you can that's a hack. You can get them there cheaper.
That is
Hmm.
it's crazy. How many
Yeah, it is.
people?
Or if you know somebody that's that is can go down to Mexico and get some for you for dirt cheap, and it's the same stuff.
Yeah, feed. Yeah, your feed stores. That because we
Hmm.
got a big feed store. I mean, hell, look where I live. Hell, the biggest thing we got out here is a feed store. But I prefer. Look, I prefer being out here than being back over there. I do. I just
I
do.
don't blame you. Yeah.
And
Hmm.
people can talk all the shit they want. I do. And
Hmm. Hmm.
hey, Mister hey, what? You got any of that hog left over? Didn't y'all get about 4 or 5 of them? That's what Perry told me. I said, yeah, we did. Well, tell you what, man, I need some hog, man. I got give it to him because you're gonna get deer or you're
Hmm.
gonna get fish or
Hmm. Hmm.
you're gonna get. He brought me a big trash bag full of corn. It's still got the husk on it.
Yeah.
I said, man,
Hmm.
how can I can't eat all this corn and nut and flat. They like, no, man, cut it off the cob and jar it. Ah, okay. Makes sense. I wasn't, I'm like, I can't eat all this corn for it go bad. No, man, Mason just cut it off the cob and jar it. Even though they call it
Hmm.
is canning, but it's not in a can, it's in a jar. But
Yeah, well, because once upon a time it was cans that they
it
used. They
was
didn't
in a
have
can, yeah.
jars. Yeah, it
And
was in a can. Like
and I
my
did it.
my grandmother had cans. She used cans like forever.
Yeah, I've always used jars. My grandparents always used jars, and we had the apricot tree and the pear tree in the backyard, and we
Hmm.
take them and she boil them and whatever, and her little stuff, white powdery stuff she put in them. She had to keep it from getting mushy or something, and
Hmm.
a big ass
Hmm.
pot, and she put them and they boiling, and then take it off. Then she tightened the lids up, and we put them on the shelves in the basement. But
Really? So, okay, so how I did it is I left them in the boil. And then when you take them out, you don't have to tight. That's when you can hear it pop, and that's the seal. That's when
yeah,
all the rest of the air comes out, pop, and then you're good.
we used to hear
It,
that
it
when they cool down, sitting down there,
uh-huh.
fruit
Yep,
pectin.
you hear
Thank
them
you,
popping.
Debbie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we'd hear them
Yeah,
pink,
pectin.
pink, pink.
Mm-hmm.
We used
Yeah,
to
and that's
hear
the
it.
jar sealing. Mm-hmm.
And did she tell you go down there, go get a jar, go get apricots, go
Mm-hmm.
get one of pears and whatnot. And you open it and whatnot and just eat it. It's
Mm-hmm. It is so good too. Mm.
Yeah, and it's good. Yeah, real good. But
Mm-hmm.
unless anybody got anything else to add, I'm gonna let you go because we are. What's our timeline? Where we at? I don't want to
Two
keep you.
hours and 17, 2 hours and 18 minutes.
I got you. I got you overtime. I
Okay.
shoot. I didn't want to hit no more than 2. I'm sorry.
It's okay. You're good. I still got time to run to Kroger.
Okay, well go ahead and be safe.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciate all of y'all for popping
Yes, thank
in.
y'all for coming.
Yeah, we're gonna get. I'm back, y'all. I'm back. I'm back. So I plan on doing this. I got to get back in the swing Saturday and Sunday. I'm back. Okay.
Saturdays and
The white
Sundays. That sounds good.
the white man and took his foot off my neck. Uh, so I'm back. So
We would have started earlier, y'all, but we had some audio hiccups. It took
yeah,
us a little minute to get them
yeah, to get them
fixed.
straightened out. Get
Mm-hmm.
them straightened out. Yeah, but club, you're gonna be cracking up on some of them when you catch this replay. But okay, y'all. Well, I appreciate y'all. Good night, madame. I appreciate
Good
you, and I'll
night.
talk to you later.
Appreciate you too, friend.
All right, y'all be good
All
and be
right.
safe.
Good night, y'all.
Bye.
Bye bye.